Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Locked In, brought to you by the Leg Up Australia, brought to you by our good friends over at Dabble. I'm Sam Wood, Nick Lloyd is joining us, DJC's here, and Gav is no longer on the balcony. He's in the kids' room, hiding, doing a late night podcast.
Podcast studio now, mate. Kids
Yeah.
made his way out.
We sneak away from our wives late at night to do racing podcasts. How sad.
Got the diaper bags and everything.
How are you, DJC? What
Good,
have you got
mate.
there?
Is that a penis ring?
What was that?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
There's plastic bags in there. It goes in the diaper bin.
Oh, I remember when you first have a kid, you buy all that crazy shit.
Yeah, mate.
Hundreds of thousands
Great.
of dollars of stuff that you could have just used a normal bin with a plastic
100%.
bag.
It's the reason I work three. It's the reason I work three jobs and try and scrape in some form on the side. So
Well, we're glad you do find the time, mate. We really do appreciate it. DJC, look at you, sculling back a. I think they call that a Cardenay you shunt. What is that? White wine?
That is the old squealing pig, Sav Blanc from all the way from the long white cloud, mate, New Zealand. Not a bad little drop.
So obviously that was the last thing to drink tonight in your house.
To be honest, it's a bit cold down here. Couldn't be bothered going out to the back fridge. Just opened the fridge, saw the missus had a bit of this left over, and I thought, oh, not bad. Might be a bit of a refined self tonight.
Oh, we'll see. I highly doubt it. Nicky boy, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Spring is right around the corner, so exciting times.
Absolutely. So we had the first... today was the first race day of the season, officially, wasn't it? Of the new season.
Metro, yeah. So
Metro, yeah.
they kicked off
Yesterday.
Aurie or somewhere yesterday. But...
Hey, Nick, you're talking about getting on Zach Lloyd as the for the premiership bet.
Yeah.
Did he get whacked with a suspension today?
Oh, probably. He
I think he did, day one.
Yeah, don't worry. But hey, at least he's on the board. He's got a win next to his name.
relaxed approach now.
Yeah.
Back on the title. He's, I got 12 months to get this. I did it last time.
What did he get suspended on? Not the Stromboli ride.
Stromboli, Nick, I told you I was very confident.
You were.
Talked myself into that one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that your $85,000 multi wasn't still alive.
Okay, so... Boys, last night I had a dream that I won 85 grand on the punt. And like Blake's tips were in the dream. So I knew it was today. I knew that the two early, if you aren't a part of members only, we'll put a link in below because Blake's, he's lighting up to start the new season. Mm-hmm. But I remember I think it was Custodian and Summer Loving were in the actual dream. I'm like, I walked straight into the office today and said to the boys, I've got to have an $85,000 winning multi. So built this thing. I thought all I got to do is just back every winner at Randwick today.
Been done before.
So what's that? Gone by race 2.
Yep. But I got... So where is it? I did all right for trying to knock back...
I think you got 4 out of 7. That's a fair
I did get 4 out of 7. So I had... Oh, my phone's about to die.
Surely you had the Bjorn Baker horse.
No, I didn't. Obviously. RAF Attack I had, which was a members only tip, which was 550, 560. Summer Loving, which was a members only tip, that ran second. Then I had Villadin and Bat Out of Hell, which neither won. And then How Good Are You won. Custodian won, which I got 470 of it, but members got something like $8.
$8.
Oh no, $6.90 or something like that. Yeah. And then Stromboli in the last. So I went 4 from 7.
Not bad.
You know what else I didn't realise? The other night when Collingwood were playing, this is as I was showing my wife, I had a look. I'm like, oh, look how I went on this multi today. Then I had a look. I was 2 legs off a 200 to 1 multi. And I don't even remember putting that on.
They're the best ones.
Imagine that, just waking up with $4,000 in your account. Oh.
Yeah. Whoops.
Whoopsie doopsie.
You'd almost have to give it back, wouldn't you? No.
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 So, 3 great races this weekend. Group racing, straight off the bat. It's good, boys. We made it. We made it through winter. Save your rockets. Get them ready to fire this weekend. we are going to do the Missile Stakes, the Premier's Cup Prelude, both in Sydney, and then in Melbourne we're going to do the Aurie Star. So really looking forward to that. All prices will be double prices. I'll let you know if they're kind of thereabouts on the best prices. They're very good, the double pricing. And obviously...
If you want a bigger price, you just rocket it.
Rocket, exactly. That's what we say.
That's
yeah,
right.
you want to price up?
Could be $3. Could be $3, could be $17. You never know.
It is just the best. That little chat that we have, and now Hildo's addicted.
Yeah.
I saw him throwing up something that he missed out, and so if anyone's new to this show, welcome. We're from the leg up. This is Locked In, and we give these three pundits 45 seconds to convince me what bet we're taking this weekend out of these races. So all three tip. They've got to be convincing, and they've got 45 seconds to do it. And if they don't make it in the 45 seconds, or if they're just chatting shit in general, I get to use my favourite part of the show. The buzzer. You heard of this week, didn't you, boys?
I heard that one.
Yeah.
Good.
Is it just me, or is Gav's visual gone pretty much? It comes and goes. Goes real blurry.
Just you, mate.
Just you, mate.
So
Must be
Blanc going to your head.
I thought he was mate. I thought he was a victim on a current affair. It keeps
They're
on
blurring him out. So I'd say for anyone that is new, this is just for you guys to kind of get an idea of what we're liking. You guys can make your decisions. You can follow DJC, you can follow Nick, you can follow Gav, whatever you want. But we will be posting our Locked In multi in the Dabble app under the leg up. Follow at the leg up. So, punters. Let's kick off. Let's go Gav first, Nick second, DJC. Same as last week. Let me get my timer up, boys. I was nearly about to just let Gav go and give him an extra couple of seconds before I got the timer going.
I'm a little bit worried about the timer tonight. I've got a fair bit of content. I'm a little bit worried.
Fair bit of content. Okay, I love it.
Amazing worry.
Where are we starting?
Yeah,
We're starting
so
Sydney?
We'll start at Flemington, I reckon. Race 7, the Aurie Star Handicap. It's over 1,200 metres. It is a Group 3 to kick us off this season. I'm not sure what we're going to be racing on over there. Maybe a soft 6. Good clouds around on the day. Your current favourite is Cause for Concern at $4.80. It's our time at $5. General Bow $6.50. Ingratiating at 7s. Zethus at $8.50. Price courtesy of Dabble. Gav, 45 seconds. Let's go.
No worries. I am an ingratiating fan, but I think It's Our Time might turn the tables on it this time. I'm not even sure ingratiating is going to be there actually because it's nommed in Sydney with Zach Lloyd on board. But It's Our Time loves the Flemington Straight, building a beautiful career record, 20 starts, finishing the money 15 times, and 2 of its 4 wins have been down the Flemington Straight. Meets ingratiating a couple of kilos better for running home strong to it last start in the Bletchingley. Barrier 9 drawn towards the outside of the track, which is normally where you want to be down the straight. So It's Our Time to turn the tables and win that race.
Ooh. What is the mail on ingratiating? Because I do know you're a fan, so I was very surprised.
Yeah,
So.
I've been doing some research, and there's still no firm decision yet. And the fact that Ben Mellum's booked for it says he's booked 2 strong jockeys, so he's waiting to see what happens. He's carrying it. Yeah. He's worse off with the weights down in Melbourne compared to the field that he's running against. But yeah, I just don't know. And he's drawn.
What race is it in Sydney?
It's in the Missile
that he's
Stakes.
nominated in?
Missile Stakes.
Oh,
But
it is in the Missile, is it?
But he's drawn sort of the outside, and he misses the start and gets back a bit, and it's Rose Hill, so I don't know what they're going to want to do. It'd be a good lead. You'd probably have a bet wherever it goes, just for the sake of, the James Cummings confidence factor.
The decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of a difference in prize money, about 50 grand, so... But I don't know if they're chasing that. It's good off them.
Neither do I.
That's
50
right.
grand. Wipe my nose. 50 grand.
Is the Missile a Group 2 or Group 3?
2, I think.
Missile's a Group 2.
Is it?
Yeah.
So he won a Group 3 in Melbourne last start. He is an entire, so maybe they sort of go to the next level and try and
chasing
chase
the
that Group
extra,
2 with him now.
Creates the Group 2 for breeding.
Yeah.
DJC, are you still an entire?
No. No, I'm not.
Geez, it took him a long time to think about that.
I was trying to think of a joke, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I was going to chime in, which takes up the entire
I'd say your
screen.
entire would be a bit of a joke, to be honest with you. All right, Nick, 45 seconds. Are you going to shit on It's Our Time, or are you going to back up with Gav?
No, but this is a real tragedy because I had my first futures bet for the spring, and it was Benedetta because all the leads sort of made it seem like she would be lining up here, and they instead have gone to a benchmark 88. Anyway, she would have bolted in. Cause for concern. He's had 8 starts for 4 wins, won as many races as It's Our Time in a third of the start, so he's got upside. Barrier 1, a bit of a concern. I prefer to be out wide, like Gav said, but he just loves Flemington. He was a good winner last start. Comes back to the 1200 here. He'll be hard to beat.
Fuck, who was that? Sorry. Who's having a party at their house?
It's not a party. My wife and youngest son are having a full-on fucking domestic.
Okay.
It's 8 o'clock, time to turn off YouTube and put on normal TV, and he's fucking had enough. It's Wednesday. He's had a gutful, Titan.
And he doesn't have dad out there to stick up for
I don't think they realise these. I don't think these mics. They don't realise these mics pick up everything. I don't think.
Yeah, they do, don't they? These mics at home. So cause for concern. That's your selection. Okay, cool.
That's what I've selected.
I've had to double check that because the one thing that I got from that was Barrier 1. I'm like, oh, who's Barrier 1? Oh, okay, yeah, right. Obviously got a good record at Flemington, if I remember correctly. Went around like maybe
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Good win. Beat Legio 10. I think Gav, you might have had that as best of the day.
Yeah, I did. I had it in the best of the day. He got beat by Renosu to start before down the straight, and that was another big strong run. He'd been knocking on the door for ages.
Yeah, I think that's the right form.
Yeah,
different form too, really.
Yeah.
Like away from that sort of Bletchingley and
I think
Sir
that's
John Monash,
one of the things too. If you can find the progression before the progression hits the market, you can tend to get a price for it.
Yeah. A little bit of DF, different form.
DF down to. All right, DJC, hit us up, mate. Just ruin these 2 bets. Say, give us something. Double figure odds last week. You tipped us one, so.
Yeah, they fucking all went shit.
Might be doing that again.
Not a shit.
And last time.
Not a shit Socibon, but what a cat that is. Look, I'm back with the old firm here, boys. It's our time. Last start finished third behind Ingratiating in general, but was really taking ground off them late. I think there's a couple of key factors. One, Gav did mention, which is the 3 kilos weight relief. But the other factor I'm keen on is they get Mickey D on board, which, if you have a look, that's the last jockey to win on It's Our Time. Obviously petrified of cause for concern, but I'm very confident Mickey D can get It's Our Time home in a blitzing last 200 metres down the outside.
It's our time. Oh, well, I mean, I kind of want to lock in It's Our Time because you're both gone for it, and also I didn't really hear cause for concerns reasoning why we're tipping it, so it's our time.
I 100% thought you were going to say cause for concern.
That's why I want to keep you guessing. And guess what, DJC? Guess who I'm putting this one down to?
Gav.
No, you.
Ooh, thank you.
See?
I get nervous
See?
when
DJC's on the board.
I get nervous when DJC pops up with the same selection because I'm worried he's going to go over and that just you're not going to pick. It just fucks my tip.
Yeah, he's going to go over the time, buzz him, and we can't select him.
Can't select him. So I get nervous. As soon as he said it's our time, I'm like, oh, it better be within the time.
He was well under. He's been timing. He knows what 20 seconds is.
You've been to a speech pathologist or something, DJC? You're talking in rhythm, poetry. You're doing well.
Oh, I'm telling you now. Since last week, it's been phenomenal.
It's the fact that he's
the white wine.
He's got past the 50 podcasts. And
that's right.
Just the experience now. I'm waiting for me golden mic to be delivered. I've got the upgrade for the.
There is actually a bit of Cole Sandilands about you.
I was thinking. Well, I won't say what of Cole Sandilands I like to get up to, but that's for another day, another time.
Podcast 100, you can say that one. All right, so we're looking at It's Our Time in the Aurie Star. Easy. Let me just have another quick look what price we're going to lock in at. Double. $5.
Nice price.
So we'll just have a little play with that. We might do a place in there. We might go in. We might go what's not. Okay, let's head to Sydney. Let's get to this this Group 2, the Missile Stakes. Over 1,200 metres. First prize 300,000. Current favourites as we go to air on Wednesday night. Big Parade $2.70. I Am Me $3.30. Golden Mile $9. Ingratiating at the 13 mark, and Deepor at $14. So Deepor, one of the boys wrote in today that it actually opened at 23s, and that was snipped immediately. Campo is keeping Deepor down there, I suppose, for a bit of a just a bit of a tilt. It's a Saturday grade horse, and made the decision.
Fun fact about the Missile Stakes is that the last 2 runnings have been won by Gold Coast-based trainers. So Toby and Trent Edmonds, Toby and Trent Edmonds had Hard Empire win it last year, and then the year before that, Mickey Costa took Fobator down there. So,
Fibatar, I remember that horse.
Yeah, it's always
right.
It's always a left field horse too. It's not one of the ones
and
up in
it's
line.
actually, I think both of them came through the Ramornie. So, obviously Deepor does as well. So,
Well, yeah.
Nice
So
bit of track.
We got no heads up from Campo on that one. Campo, so anyone that's listening, Campo is actually on our Thursday podcast. Adam Campton, Gold Coast based trainer. He's got a cracking horse, Deepor.
Where's it staying? Is it staying with Bjorn, or is it?
I'd say so.
Yep.
I'd say so. And Bjorn flicks his horses up to Pride having boxes up here, which is known now, Nick.
Oh, it is now.
All right. Let's figure that one out before we put it there. So Bjorn would send Pride earlier today. Bjorn would send his horses up to Campo, and Campo would look after them. So I'd say they return the favour. That's usually how it works in the world. But Deepor, what was I seeing today? Like, I think he had the 3rd fastest 200 of the meeting on Saturday.
Second or third, yeah.
That was... It was great. I'm glad it slotted in for a place, DJC, from our Thursday night. Potty My Multi got up.
Did it?
Yeah. Oh, he knows. Look at his face.
No, it was good, mate. You got the chocolates this week. I'll have to have a shot tomorrow night.
Mate, now I'm doing form. You're fucked. Oh, you watch this. You watch this. One of them was $1.40 shot.
Woodhead doing form. What's going on in the world?
Flash flood, good win.
Flash flood, great win.
Great win.
What's the thing in Brisbane, the moral? Freedom Rally.
Freedom Rally.
And Deepor the place. I would have loved Deepor to win because I think I had a 25 on it at 26s, so that would have been... Dabble would have been calling up and...
Cancelling the...
Actually, Dabble's very good with that kind of stuff. They
might have cancelled your rocket if you had have won it.
Look, you know what? I have to say, and
siphon
we don't
fuel.
I just get like a water balloon.
One of the torpedoes on the pump.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah, just a little paper airplane or something like that. Yeah. But I actually haven't heard of anyone. I don't know how they go about promos and stuff like that. I think they're pretty good. You have a look in all the Facebook groups and stuff like that. There's not one. I've never seen anyone kind of get into them or. Usually that's if you're doing silly stuff. All right, Gav, Missile Stakes, kick us off. 45 seconds, go.
Righto. Golden Mile. I think the way the race is going to be run, you've got I Am Me and Big Parade tried like a bomb, but I think they're going to set a pretty hectic tempo up front. Golden Mile has been disappointing in the last prep, but he had some excuses. I've been pretty impressed with his trials this time in. His first up record's pretty strong. He started the favourite in the Expressway last prep, this track and trip, and ran into that flying Maria Mia at the time. And then after that, finished just behind Artorias and Imperatriz. First up, trialling well, maps to get on the speed just behind them. 1,200 metres, no issue. Golden Mile. Nice price.
Yeah, no issue. Very, very good horse. Big Parade. Do you think this price is... What do you reckon this price would have been if it didn't come out and fucking flog that trial like it did?
Yeah,
do you think it's still favoured in this race, or do you think people are looking at this trial a little bit?
It's got a cracking first up record, and its form's not that bad, but the trials, I think, given you a bit of a red hot price, and it was clearly wound up compared to the rest of that trial. You know, it's been back and forth to the races a couple of times before that trial, so it's been ready to go. So, but
this horse hasn't raced for like 18 months. I don't think he's had to start since April, but he's had he had a handful of trials in September and August last year, and then again I think he went into that 3 trials into that race.
He got an injury, I think, just before he was coming back, and then when Newnham's gone over to Hong Kong, a change of trainership, so there's been a bit of a process there, which has obviously delayed some stuff as well.
Yeah,
but interesting. Being Joe Pride, Joe Pride's got a habit of getting these horses up and running, and I reckon they might be having a crack for an Everest spot. Imagine if Joe's could have 3 horses going into the Everest.
It wouldn't surprise you though, would it?
Nah.
Not the way he's going about it and just the stance he has in the industry at the moment.
Yeah,
he could have 4. Actually, no, Eduardo's not going there.
Yeah. No, it's running, but it's not going there. It won't.
What's the 3?
Think it over.
Think about it. Private Eye.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who was the other one you just said?
Private Eye.
Private Eye.
Eye. Yeah.
And possibly Big Parade.
And possibly Big Parade. I reckon you'll have a crack at trying to get it there.
Yeah, wow. All right, Golden Mile for Gav. All right, Nick, who you like, mate?
Mate, one of the trial stars for members that we put out a couple of weeks ago, David Pfeiffer's horse here, Rocketing By. Can't work it out, $21 or thereabouts. He only got beat 1.7 by I Am Me, who's one of the favourites in this race, in a trial 2 back. He's had a trial since. He led that on his ear and won it. He's a Sydney Stakes winner. He was big odds in a Sydney Stakes, one of my best collects ever on the punt on Everest Day last year at $51. But Big Parade actually won the Sydney Stakes 12 months before that, and the market seems to like him. So I just can't really work out why he's $19. There's going to be plenty of speed, like you mentioned, Gav, Big Parade, that other horse, I Am Me, down the bottom. So they'll go quick. He'll just be in behind and charging home late.
Oh, he's just got there.
Just got in.
Yeah.
He just got there.
You could use your rocket on Rocketing By too.
Well, I was going to say.
$51.
Yeah, that's good. Jeez. 20. Well, hold on. Let's have a quick look at the price.
Yeah, $21 at the moment.
Wow,
Says marginal prospects.
Marginal. I think it means moral.
Moral prospects.
Yeah, that's got moral wrong.
$2.5 million in prize money, this horse.
That's roughly what I won on him when he won the Sydney Stakes.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, and you're still employed.
Oh, Big Dick's in the house. Yeah, still turning up though. That's commitment, boys.
That's right.
Rocky Boy for Nick. DJC, come on, mate. Give us one. Give us a winner here. You know what? You should aim to get all 3 locked-ins tonight. Ready, set, go.
Look, after Big Parade's trial the other day, it's like they were looking for a big, fat, useless fish to take the bait, and they didn't have to fish for long before DJC chomped on here. I've taken the bait, hook, line, and sinker here. It's gonna ping to the front, try and go from pillar to post. Will it pull my pants down on Saturday? Time will tell. But who am I kidding? I don't wear pants on Saturday anyway, boys. Big Parade, get it home.
Oh, far out. I really didn't want to lock in Big Parade in this race, but how could I not? Big Parade.
Oh,
DJC. 2 from 2 so far. Wow.
Fuck the dabblers are going to hate me Saturday afternoon.
Do you mind if
Oh,
I...
mate.
do you
Hey,
mind
we
if
got
I-
the live stream on.
Do you mind if I FaceTime
Yeah,
on Saturday
go.
to check where those pants are or what?
See what's going on. Can see his Big Parade and if he's still an entire. We're on the double live stream this weekend, punters. So very, very exciting. DJ said we're going to have to get you up for a live stream. The punters would love the vortex. There's certain things you can do on the live stream, certain things you can't do on the live stream. So we'd have to word you up.
We probably have to, have your mouth duct taped and a blind
Gonna
over
say,
your head.
But the only live
You
stream
can
to
be
get
there.
sent for 10.
Yeah, you'll be.
Cardboard
Yeah,
cutout.
we'll have to get legal to run over that one. Big Parade. Okay.
Cardboard
Parade.
cutout with all your tips written on it, so you can't speak.
Did
Yeah,
you like?
we can just make one of those.
Did you like the little ride up there, boys? Was that not too bad? I enjoyed writing that earlier.
We
Well,
loved
that's why
it,
it
mate.
was locked in.
That's why I was locked in.
Mate, that's
DJC, you can
I put
put
it-
one. Sorry, Nick.
Can I put a request out, DJC, though?
Yes. Just say yes,
He's
DJC.
thinking about it, isn't he? I
Still
just
think if he's
wanted
an
to-
entire or not.
Yeah. I just want to request that next time you've come up with a zinger one-liner like that, can you not like have your eyes sort of scanning, reading it off your laptop screen? Just give us the delivery.
Can you do me a favour? How about you get fucked?
You know what? I will say this, DJC. When you put a zinger like that out there,
Don't follow it up with us.
Don't just let it marinate. Don't sit there and go, was that funny? Did everyone like that one? Gav, the other night, he did a joke to me, and after we'd finished recording everything like that, he did a joke, and then a part of the joke was hanging up on us in this, like in the room here. And I'm like, and we had a laugh, and me and Nick thought it was hilarious. Then he instantly calls me and he goes, how funny was that? I'm like, the whole fucking point was for you to hang up on us. Like, and he goes, did Nick love it? Oh, yeah, how funny was that?
Wish I could say that wasn't true.
Yeah, it's true. I wish you could say the joke, to be honest, which you definitely can't. But
No.
It was a cracker. One of your best. Okay, big praise locked in for the Missile Stakes. Now, the Premier's Cup Prelude we've got over here, 1,800 metres. That's a decent price money for this race. Second last race of the day at Rose Hill. Let me have a look at the odds here from our good friends over at Double. Faulkner Park, $2.70. What a horse. Mac Schnell, $6. Bold Mac, $7. Calipore, $7.50. Bonnie Ezra, $9. This could actually be a members-only cup. Mac Schnell was one of our absolute crackers that I think we got at like... no, maybe it was like 20s or something. I can't remember.
It was a big price.
Bold Mac. Calipore, I'm sure we've had in there.
Bonnie Ezra has been tipped a few times.
Bonnie Ezra, I don't know if it's saluted for us though.
Yeah.
Bonnie Ezra, I think we missed him once.
Possibly.
Bonnie Ezra, I think we zigged when it zagged. Boys, I do not envy you in this race. It is taking out Faulkner Park, which obviously is rightful fave. I think it's going for 5 on the trot,
And the rest.
This prep.
Yeah.
This prep.
Australia.
Yeah, it's I'm very interested to see how you guys pull this race apart. So, Gav, kick us off. Premier's Cup Prelude. Who you got?
Well, let's hope he zags. Bonnie Ezra.
Okay, Bonnie Ezra.
Yeah. I wanted to take on
J-Mac
Faulkner
on board. Walla.
Yeah, I wanted to take on Faulkner Park. Just the 2,400 back to 1,800. I didn't really like about it. But Bonnie Ezra is on the way up, I think. Both starts this prep I've liked. It's went 1,400 first up, 1,500 second up, and it sort of got to the line pretty well under what I thought was pretty light riding. Now it steps up to the 1,800, which is closer to something more suitable, and he looks just primed for a big run. I'm hoping I'm not going off a run too early here, and he handles Rose Hill very well, placing 3 out of his 5 starts. I think other than that, I just like the fact that J-Mac's back on. Bonnie Ezra.
Bonnie Ezra, and you've just made it in time. Well done. I was fucking
Unbelievable
hovering
that you've said an 8-year-old is on the way up.
Yeah, absolutely.
This prep.
Absolutely.
In this prep, yes.
And I think I'm up in distance anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys have got. I don't know if any of you guys have got RaceNet open at the moment, but they've actually got J-Mac with a apprentice claiming 0.
They did that on. They did that for. I think James Ormond somewhere on a Sunday too, but I think they put on that he claimed 1.5 kilos at
Right, okay.
on Saturday night. Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
One of the others in our
Willie
group chat said-
Ping 2.0.
Yeah. All right, okay. Bonnie Ezra. All right, Nick, set him up, mate. What are we liking?
Oh, I think it's pretty cut and dry, this. Faulkner Park, he's unbeaten in Australia. I think he's really, really good. I think he's got a good race in him this spring, whether that be a Metropolitan or a, dare I say it, a Caulfield or a Melbourne Cup. The 2,400 back to 1,800, bit of a query, but that was 5 weeks ago, and he's sort of been pretty soft in his wins. Like, he hasn't really had to, really get pushed out to the line. Like, he's just been going about his work. He's in with 52.5 kilos after the claim from Zach Lloyd, so he carried 60 when he won at 2,400 last start, unbeaten at Rose Hill. So I just think he's one of the easiest bets of the day on Saturday.
Oh, DJC, just coughing into the mic. Do you agree with that, or what's the...
No, just the easiest bets of the day. Got me.
Not liking it.
Got me
Not
thinking.
liking it. Okay, you know how he gets when he's got the white wine in his guts, boys. He gets all fired up.
Really big one.
It's interesting, this Faulkner Park. Like, why a 5-week tip out? Obviously, just to have a little bit of a freshen up. It's only had... Am I right in saying it's only had the 3 runs overseas prior to coming here?
Yes, so it's had 7 starts.
7 career.
7 career starts, yeah. Like,
Four in Australia. I would say the freshen up is almost just a bit of a reset, reboot before the spring. So he's sort of come in, got his rating up, and now he can get into these sort of better races. And if he keeps progressing, you know, he could have 52 in a Metropolitan. And
like this is it's a long spring. You know, this thing's been up since, you know, what, June or something, or you know, started its campaign in June. It's had a little freshen up, but like the 3 runs prior to coming to Australia was all within a month. Like it can bust a gut, but yeah, I'm quite interested. Like
I reckon
it's obviously a very, very good horse.
I reckon Annabelle's just trying to take advantage. I think she's just trying to take advantage of the fact that it's going well. And sometimes when you tip these overseas horses out after their first prep, they can either acclimatise really well or they might not come back, sort of thing. So
right, okay.
And she's astute. She's one of the best. So I think she's just.
She is. That's what I actually. Yeah, I had a similar conversation with a mate about. It was sort of about Faulkner Park, but also like we were talking about Francesco Guardi as well, and you know, like Francesco Guardi, he was dominant in that Moonee Valley Gold Cup 12 months ago, but now he's that international. He's got to sort of come back after 12 months off, and like, why not? While you're there, while you're winning races, why not push on to a Melbourne Cup and be right in it? So, like Faulkner Park was my example. I said this horse is just a winning machine. You're there, you're in form. Like a lot of trainers would probably be inclined to say, "Oh, we'll give him a light spring in 12 months' time. We'll come back and really target a Melbourne Cup." But you know, I'm sort of the other way, saying you've got a horse that's in form, flying. Run it and win these, or keep winning. Yeah. So I think he's really good.
Yeah, I think he's a really good horse too. That's why I got a keen eye on it. And obviously, I'm not questioning Annabelle. She is the fucking queen. She is. Yeah. Do we say queen or is Gay the queen? I suppose.
I'd say Gay's the queen.
Gay's the queen.
Annabelle's a princess.
It's weird calling an adult woman a princess, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, all right, DJC. I have a sneaky suspicion you're with Faulkner Park.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
look, I reckon every bloke in their dog will be on Faulkner Park train on Saturday. Look, it's definitely going to be hard to beat. I think it's still improving. I do have massive raps on it, but I think Mac Schnell is a great chance here.
Back to the well with Mac Schnell.
Has been in super form. Had a great win, and then its last 2 seconds. I think the last 2 starts have carried like 57 to 58 kilos for those 2 seconds. Drops back to 53 kilos here, which I think is massive. I think it's going to give a big side in front, and I think that if it can get its own way in front, they may not be able to peg it back. Mac Schnell.
I like this. Mac Schnell has had a real reboot, isn't it? Like it is. It beat Zoom On and Brutality. I think 2 weeks later, Brutality came out and won. Like it's a horse that kind of just went nowhere, ran into bat, kind of
makes you sick, really, doesn't it?
No, because it owes us nothing, Mac Schnell. Or you mean Brutality winning?
A bit of both. More the fact that Mac Schnell is winning races.
Did you see Fear Naught's a favourite in a race on Saturday, Nick, too?
Mate, it's incredible, isn't it?
Straight line.
What's your thoughts, before Sammy makes the call, what's your thoughts on that Calipaw, Nick? It had a solid Brisbane carnival, I thought. Yeah,
it goes really good. I suppose if he runs up to that run, I'm just trying to remember what he beat, Alabia, and I would probably say if maybe in a fortnight it's the actual Premier's Cup, the Group 3.
Yeah.
I think it might be 2,000. That's probably more his race, I'd reckon, than against some of these horses over the 1,800. Like once he gets a little bit deeper into the prep. That's where he'll go good, I think. But
Yeah,
yeah,
nice.
he goes good.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. Kind regards.
This has never ever happened.
Oh,
He's got it. He's got it.
He's
No, I
gone
don't
3
think-
from 3.
oh my god.
The
He's
squealing
gone
pig.
3 from 3.
See what happens when
I actually, I've been a bit filthy. We haven't been on Max Schnell the last couple of runs, and usually we've had other bets in the race. And it's such a good horse. It's a members' horse. It's one of the ones, and I think it was like 17, or I think we had it at like mid-20s, and it got into 17s and jumped and won, and it was a beautiful horse. It was a great win. And yeah, it's just kind of got this new lease on life. What was it, 2 weeks ago when we backed Bold Mac, ran a really strong second to Bold Mac. It was, DJC. I'm loving it tonight. Far
Ooh,
out.
howza.
This is the first time it's just been a full DJC show. Just for anyone that is new to this, usually I fucking hate his selections, in all honesty. Stay away from them.
I just can't wait. I can't wait for next week's show. I'm just going to find horses that Sam's backed before and throw form out the window, and I'm not going to look in.
Big parade. I hate, but I do think it's.
I'm just going to go shit in my hand and clap.
Sorry,
It's
boy, let
similar
me know you-
enjoyment. Yeah.
It's Our Time was one of yours as well, Gab, but obviously I gave DJ. I shouldn't have.
I didn't hear my name.
Retrospectively, I shouldn't have given him that one. I kind of just did it just to kind of keep him guessing. But okay, in the Aurie Star we've taken It's Our Time. In the Missile Stakes we've taken Big Parade, and in the Premier's Cup Prelude we're taking Mac Schnell. Mac Schnell is currently $6 with the good people over at Dabble. If you want to keep supporting our shows, make sure you're following us up on the Leg Up. Get in tips and slips. Get us across all socials. And, of course, join us in members only. About $12 a week. Tips every day. Metro, country, provincial, staking plans, giveaways.
You make your 12 back.
All
12
sorts
bucks
of
back
stuff.
in 10 minutes. The way Blake's going.
Just
Today was a good one for members. They would
Just
have
have-
made a year's worth of a yearly subscription nice and paid up in front. Sorry, DJC, mate. Yeah, you
Sorry,
just try
mate.
and talk over Gavin
Just-
and me. You go,
Sorry,
mate.
sorry, boys. Just having a look on Dabble. If you go, It's Our Time place, Big Parade win, Max Snell place. You can get, I think, close to 14, 15 to 1 for that 3-legger. So I don't know how I don't know how you're going to play it with the.
Nick usually kind of figures it out for us. What do you think of that, Nick?
Yeah, damn, out second leg.
How did your
Rocketing by, shoes to the front.
how did your moral go last week?
Well,
Was
Daniel, actually...
Was it 41 out of 61?
It was, and actually, if you watch the race, it was actually a good run. It was caught wide, but I will say, at least I tipped something that was in the race and not scratched.
Can't help that.
That's where I should just end the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
if it was good for the listeners, we would.
Hey,
But
Sam,
it's not.
Did why?
Did you laugh at that?
Why was?
We were laughing our guts out, Nick. We loved it.
What was the reasoning it was scratched? Was it because it was late? Was there an issue? What was the issue they was exploring?
Something happened behind the gates. I think they said it might have been running scared. DJC put the call out and said,
Too much pressure
Mate,
with
fucking-
DJC's money on its back.
Money had come for it too. It was like $3.40 into about $2.60.
"Well, did Outback Woods get scratched as well?"
Would have won with the leg in its head.
That was scratched earlier on, wasn't it? That was scratched the day before or 2 days before.
Possibly.
Yeah, well, look, boys, do you want to go through more scratchings from the weekend, or do you want to just finish the show?
I'm gonna go.
No,
I'm
if you
gonna
want,
go
if you want
scratch
scratchings,
myself,
just yeah, I was gonna say if you want scratchings, just find out what Gav is tipping on a Tuesday night for Wednesday races, and they'll be scratched on Wednesday morning.
A few scratchings today, Gav.
yeah. Oh no, every week. Every week there's a 9
Every
a.m.
week.
text
Every week is
between me and
incredible.
Nick, and I'm like, oh mate, I need another selection. By the way, I'm balls deep in work, so can you do it?
Lovely. Follow us at the Leg Up on Dabble. Look for us this weekend on the live stream, 12 to 2 p.m. Thank you, boys. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, ball boys. Thank you, linesmen. And good luck this weekend. Gamble responsibly. Ciao.